Hello, I'm X Toycat, and on October 15th, the Minecraft community will decide between new mobs to be added to the game itself, and those mobs will be called the Sniffer, the Rascal, and the Tough Golem. How do we know about these mob names so early on, and what other information have we learned about the mob vote? Let's talk about that and more in today's video. By the way, you can subscribe. Greater than 99% of housefires happen to be people who aren't subscribed to the channel, and that's just a true fact. Also, a fun fact is you'll see more of these videos daily on your homepage, but first, let's talk about this news, because usually I wouldn't talk about things that aren't absolutely 100% confirmed by Minecraft sources, but this is a really interesting example of a leaker called Roger Badgerman, who previously has tweeted unconfirmed information that later became true. So with that said, although they are saying that the Sniffer, the Rascal, and the Tough Golem are the three names of the mobs, they actually do a little unofficial mob poll on their Twitter account where the Tough Golem is winning, rightfully in my opinion, but more on that later. But yeah, in the same way you shouldn't trust strangers, you shouldn't trust random unverified Minecraft news. The reason that I trust this particular actual games industry insider is because of the previous things they have tweeted out before they were confirmed. One of these was the fact that Minecraft Live would be happening in October. They tweeted this before there was any confirmation on the date, and then Minecraft Live was confirmed to happen on October the 15th. They also tweeted out about the Minecraft Live gatherings quite a few hours before the public learned about them, and they also confirmed this change to the launcher that would allow you to vote for a new Minecraft Live mob from the launcher itself, something which has been confirmed as one of the ways you can vote on the actual event. You'll be able to vote on Minecraft.net, you'll be able to vote from the launcher, or you'll be able to vote from inside the game itself. And so with that said, I think that although Roger Badgerman can't be confirmed to be an actual games industry insider or a Mojang employee, although those things are possible, they could just be someone who data mines and leaks information from the game. But either way, this is information that has a track record of having come true. So that doesn't confirm this was 100% true, it just means that this information is much more likely to come from a genuine place, and if this is fake information, that's effectively them throwing away their credibility if it turns out that these are fake or made up or just came from nowhere. So with that now said, they say get ready to cast your vote for either the Rascal, Sniffer, or Tough Golem during the 24 hours of this year's Minecraft Live mob vote. This is something we'd heard that you would be able to do before the show itself. You could vote. We now know there's going to be a full 24 hours starting on October 14th, which is kind of exciting if you ask me. Having actual time before the show to talk about what we're voting for is going to be great. I think there'll be a really healthy debate in the Minecraft community in the 24 hours leading up to it. But yeah, the more serious point would be from Boax, because guess what? This is a sneaky Q&A Saturday. I love how voting a new mob to get added in Minecraft will always create chaos and full-on war in the community. I think having, rather than just an hour event we're all watching at the same time, having 24 hours of reasoned arguments and debates and, okay, let's be honest, there's going to be some YouTuber that tries to rig the vote again, and yeah, we're going to have a very fun civil war about it, but at the end, the most voted on mob will win, and so that's promising at least. Also, just to clarify, we do expect to see information before the day. We're not just voting based on the names. We will see some form of video trailer for each of these like they've done for previous Minecraft Lives. However, here's the interesting point. From Soulstream, why don't they just add a rudimentary data pack version of said mob in testing rooms for each player to experience a demo of said mob before voting? That would be awesome. This would be the most informed version of democracy, right? Is having a direct vision of what it would look like and seeing it inside the game. Rather than seeing a cinematic trailer or pre-rendered images, seeing what the mob would do for Minecraft itself does sound amazing, it does sound awesome, and I can see why 14 people have upvoted you, Soulsteam. However, the problem is the mob vote is meant to be there to decide which mobs they should work on. They don't want to go through all of the effort of coding in a mob and then having the texture artists and the sound design team and all of these people make a full version of the mob, a demo of it. Instead, they kind of just create concepts somewhere else, and whichever concept is most popular, that's the one they'll work on. This would be no different to just seeing one of those weird mods that people always come up with the day after Minecraft Live, where people technically make all of the features in it, because obviously what makes a Minecraft mob beautiful is all of the polish which will be added to it later. Anyway, I think it's important to mention at this point, which team am I on between Sniffer, Rascal, and Tough Golem? Obviously, we have to hear more. Without actually seeing the mob in the game, you couldn't be 100% sure, but even until we see the trailers, I think it'd be hard to make up your mind. However, I really like the Copper Golem from last year. I think it was a shame that he got wiped out, and I think that it would be really cool if we had a tough golem. I don't know what a tough golem will do, but I'm hoping it'll be a cute little pet, whereas the sniffer sounds like he's gonna find you treasure, but you know when it says find you treasure, it'll be something dumb like he'll find you mob drops you found on the ground, or the rascal sounds like he'll be a bad thing, whereas the tough golem sounds like a good friend. Speaking of good friends, Mr. Sega says maybe they could award a cape design based on the mob you voted for. I think this is a pretty cool idea personally, because right now all of the capes you get in Minecraft are the same for everyone who attended that event or did that thing. I think it'd be great if it was like, yeah, whichever mob you vote for is permanently going to be one of your cape options. Hope you vote for a good one. However, I think people would vote for the meme option way more often if they knew they'd get a cape. I mean, sure, you might be thinking like, well, last year I would vote for the alley because I love that mob so much and I have really good decision-making skills. I mean, not really. But on the other hand, I think I would love to have a glare cape because it would be the rarest type, right? And this year too, I mean, even though if I think the tough golem's a good idea, you know, maybe even though I want the tough golem to win, maybe I vote for the sniffer anyway because I want a sniffer cape. Okay, that sounds concerning now that I say it out loud, but you know what else sounds concerning after I say it out loud? Aiden Sands comment, IMO, the mob vote is the worst thing they do. It hypes up 2/3 of the community for stuff that will never be added and tears us apart based on what mob we want. And it is, you know, true to some extent that the community does get very divided. We have this very fun hashing it out, but I also think it's the good type of division, right? Where we all actually get to engage in the game. And although 2/3 of people, I mean, it's probably more like 50% of people, 60% of people want a mob that isn't added to the game, it's an opportunity for Minecraft themselves to see which of our ideas are most popular. It's the time where truly Minecraft is actually accountable to the community. With the rest of the year and the rest of the features, it's all about what they think is a good idea for the game, but having the community have some real impact on it is a great way not only to make engagement for the show, but engagement for the game. And although it tears us apart, it's a reminder that, you know what, no matter what happens, it's important to say that no matter what, a flying/swimming mob with a blue color palette will win for the 4th time in a row. That's right, I'm gonna make my prediction right now, because, you know, I'll actually decide which mob is best based on what trailers I see, but whichever mob is blue, it seems that mob is going to win. Blue is just the best color for a Minecraft mob, and if the French Empire says it with 123 upvotes, you know that it must be totally real. And so, yeah, in conclusion, we don't know with 100% certainty these will be the 3 mobs. I'd say we know with 99% certainty. However, now that we know that October 14th is when the mob vote starts, that means we know that in the next 2 weeks, probably next week, we'll start to learn information about these mobs that we're voting for. I'm looking forward to it. I always love to hear about the mobs one by one because we kind of get to stack rank them. I think whatever mob we first hear about is going to be the one people get attached to, and then we're going to maybe have to fight away from there, but that's kind of some of the fun, isn't it? Just like how some of the fun in my video from yesterday, thank God someone finally answered the age-old question of what the Nether would look like if it was made of beans. Thank you, Base13. I'm glad you understand what important science I did right there. But also, Crowabbit says, can't wait for 10 builds you shouldn't attempt in survival. You know, that is one of my favorite series on this channel, is the builds you shouldn't make in survival, because I always have these ideas and I'm like, I want to make these, but I know I shouldn't. However, I always liked that the series was an offbeat number. You know, usually YouTube is top 5 and top 10 lists. I like that it was 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what do you reckon, internet? Should I go with 10 builds you shouldn't attempt in whenever I make the next episode of that? Or should it be 11 builds you shouldn't attempt so we can actually bypass the nice round numbers? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, let me know which mob sounds the best solely from the name, because I think it's the tough golem, again, just based on the name alone, but I'd like to hear your thoughts and let me know those in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.